this episode, we'll hear from Simo Vujovic, Director of Cloud Managed Services at IBM Canada, on the three models that companies can use to get to the cloud and how cloud-first mentality should be from top down in migrating to the cloud.
You have to incorporate from top down cloud-first mentality. There will be a lot of naysayers to say how we can do things better with the existing methods, principles, and whatnot. So it has to be a thoughtful and forceful process to change that approach and to enforce at this stage cloud-first mentality.
Welcome to Whirlwind Radio. I'm your host, Marcelo Sugdeo. A few days ago, Nestor Arellano from IBM Canada caught up with Simo Vujovic from IBM to talk about migration to cloud. I will let Nestor explain more about this interview. Take a listen.
Hello, this is Nestor Arellano, Associate Editor of IBM Canada. It seems that there isn't a day that we don't hear about a survey indicating that organizations are moving to the cloud. In fact, one survey says that a majority of Canadian businesses are looking to the cloud as a way to facilitate their digital transformation. Well, here to give us more clarity into this migration trend is Simo Vujovic, Director of Cloud Services for IBM Canada. Hello, Simo.
Hi, Nestor. Thank you very much. Yes, it is very true that there is a lot of talk and lots being written about cloud and how it brings value to businesses. When we talk about cloud, we have to start from the fact that cloud introduces and enforces standardization in IT environments. That standardization allows for automation, and standardization and automation together allow company to achieve scale. It is at scale then it gets translated into lower cost of IT. And we can say that the first phase of cloud, that was all what companies were looking for, achieving lower cost. In our work with our clients, we've observed that cost is not the only element that they're looking for when implementing and deploying their cloud solution. The second one is speed. How to get things done faster, how to get that application deployed faster, how to deploy changes faster. And again, through standardization and use of tools, companies are able to achieve that speed. And the third element is that is emerging and more, cloud is becoming a platform for innovation. Our Bluemix platform as a service from IBM, we call it an innovation platform, as it allows for rapid prototyping of new products, new features that companies are looking to put on market very fast.
Yes, and so it's clear now that companies really have to move up, step up, get to the cloud. But a lot of companies are still in the legacy space, or maybe they still have a lot of legacy applications. They have a lot of legacy infrastructure. How do they move their workload to the cloud?
Yeah, absolutely. We cannot forget the currently installed applications. They provide value. They run important businesses. They run millions of transactions every day. That cannot be forgotten. So what we believe that what's going to happen over the next period of time, probably 10 years or more, that we will live in this hybrid world. We will have to find ways how the existing world, existing apps, and cloud interoperate. And when we think about how companies are going to get to cloud, we are thinking of three models. One, shift and lift and shift, where they're going to take their existing applications without any change, move it to cloud. And that's where our partnership with VMware is perfect to help customers do that. Today, with the VMware Cloud Foundation and IBM Cloud, you can extend your existing network and vMotion transition your existing applications with no change, same administrative tools to the IBM Cloud Data Center. The second one is integrate, refactor, and extend. There are applications that have need to communicate with other applications that may be on cloud. So from your on-prem application, you have to be able to tap into data or services that exist outside, and through the use either of APIs or some other method to get to those apps and get to data and get the processing done. And the third, which is probably the most complex, is complete rewriting, transformation of your applications to be rewritten for this new model to be, as we call it, native cloud applications.
With your position as a director of cloud services, you must have spoken with a lot of Canadian companies who want to move their workloads to the cloud. Would you have some advice for companies that would want to do that, to go on that journey? What are the things that they should think about?
Let me tell you a few things that we see as emerging as patterns for those that are successful. First, you need to plan, because you can't just take your workloads and application that today provide value, just move the cloud without considerations for differences that may exist there. Secondly, you have to take a look at your existing processes, and that's about service management, governance, that you've created in your current organization, and see how those need to be adopted and adjusted to incorporate capabilities that exist in cloud. For example, in your vendor management, you have processes that would say that every acquisition over $100,000 has to go through an RFP or some kind of a process, an approval process, etc., etc. We know that in cloud, you can very quickly provision things in a matter of minutes or seconds or hours. And you don't want to slow down capabilities of technology, but on the other side, you can't allow for chaos and uncontrolled spend. So that's an example of how your current and existing processes need to be adjusted for capabilities that exist in cloud. Third advice I would give, you have to incorporate from top down cloud-first mentality. There will be a lot of naysayers to say how we can do things better with the existing methods, principles, and whatnot. So it has to be a thoughtful and forceful process to change that approach and to enforce at this stage cloud-first mentality. That's not to say that everything will go there. That's why we said in the first one, you have to plan and think. But if you don't introduce an approach where it's cloud first, people are always going to find reason why existing is better than you. Change is difficult. Change is uncomfortable, and especially in large organizations. So you have to help people by enforcing and championing new approaches.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Simo. It's wonderful to have you in our show.
Thank you, Nestor.
Cost, speed, and innovation are three things that companies are looking for in moving to the cloud. Can we do this on cloud at a lower cost and faster at the same time while being innovative? That's a question that most are looking to get the answer to. As Simone explained, this is what companies can get from moving to the cloud. Thanks to Simo Vujovic from IBM Canada and Nestor Arellano from IT in Canada for sharing that interview with us. We hope that you find this interview insightful and that it will help your company in transitioning over to the cloud. Thanks for listening. From the Whirlwind team, this is Marcelo Subdeo saying stay safe in the technology whirlwind.